interface. Now I will tell you how we can work with the command prompt or command interface or terminal interface of these operating systems. So first we will take the option of Windows operating system, how we can work in the command prompt of Windows operating system using the keyboard commands, and then we will see how we can work in the terminal window or command prompt of Ubuntu operating system. So we'll see these things one by one. So let us start with Windows operating system. The moment you want to wish to go to command prompt, you will have to start. The moment see start button, the moment you will click start button, in the search option you just write on CMD. CMD means command prompt. The moment you will write CMD, it will bring you to the command prompt. You see here the command prompt. This black screen is known as command prompt. In command prompt, you can see that you are currently in the user HP directory. So these are the path basically which I have shown to you in initial discussion. So right now we are in the users HP directory. And say for example, in this directory you want to show or you want to see what are the files or directories which are available over here. For that you will have to give a simple command that is known as dir. So the moment you will give dir means directory command, it will list you all the files and directories which are there along with their specification. So you see here that we do have 22 directories. The first directory, second directory, and the names are given over there. Desktop, download, favorite, link, music. So these are all directories which are available on the root. Root means on the C drive, I mean to say. There are no files available. Now, say for example, I want to go to desktop directory. So how we can change and go to desktop? So for that, for changing the directory, you will have to give the cd command. Cd means change directory, then give a blank and give the directory name. Say for example, I am going to desktop. So I am going to desktop of this Windows operating system. So the moment you will click, you see here, now it is written over here, user HP desktop. So we are in the desktop directory. Now what are the files or directory which are available? For that, simply click dir. The moment I will click dir, you see here, these are the files and directories which are available here. So if you remember, week 7 names directory is there, and another directory LEC was there. So LEC directory was there, and along with that certain files are there. Lecture 5, slideshow, week 7 lectures, and like that. So certain files and certain directories are there. So right now we are in the desktop directory. So say for example, again we want to change the directory. Say for example, we want to change directory directly from here, and we want to go to say for example in the document file. So how we can go from here? So cd, and we will have to give the complete path. Cd, say for example, complete file is root, C, root, users, HP, and document. It will bring you to the document directory. You see here, now we are in the documents directory. If you want to see what are the files over here, again for that you will have to give dir, and giving the dir, it will show you the contents of these files. So this is how we can navigate within the directory system of or within the files and folders which are available in various kinds of directory. Next, say for example, there are certain things written in the screen, and if you want to clear the screen, how we can clear? So for that we do have a command which is known as CLS command, clear screen, CLS. The moment you will give CLS, you see here all the contents of the screen will be cleared. So CLS command is for clearing the screen. For example, in the documents file, in the documents folder basically, right now in the documents directory, we want to create a new directory over here. How we can create a new directory? So for creating a new directory, the command is mkdir, make directory, mkdir, and say for example, I want to create a directory or folder name as test1. So I am just writing test1. So what will happen basically? It will create a directory named as test1. Okay, you see here a directory has been created. So just to see whether it has been created or not, I'll have to give the command dir command. The moment you will give dir command, you just look for that you have created here test1. You just see here test1 directory has been created. Fine. So this is how we can create a directory. Let us assume that we want to delete this directory. How we can create, how we can delete this directory. So for that, again, you will have to see del, delete file or remove directory file is there, RMD, remove directory, and what is the file name? test1. The moment you will click, you see here RMDIR will remove the test1 directory from the documents folder or documents directory. If you see the listing dir, you will not find test1 this time in the listing. So this is how we can remove the create directory and remove a directory. Say for the example, we do have a file over here. If you see in the directory listing, try1.pdf file is there. If you can see here, try1.pdf. In the screen, you see here try1.pdf is there. Say for the example, we want to make a copy of this file with other name. Say for the example, I just give a name try2.pdf. How we can do that? So for that, copy command is there. So copy means cp, which file? File name is try1.pdf, and what is the new name which you want to copy with that? So say for the example, I am writing is try2.pdf. So what will happen basically? Try1 will remain there, but a new file will be created with this name known as try2. For copying a file, what is the full command? Copy command, COPY. So you will give the COPY try1.pdf, and you will have to give the new name with which you want to copy the file. So I am giving try2.pdf. Now to check whether this file has been copied or not, you see here dir, and in the listing you can find, you see here, and try2 PDF has been created similar to try1, and the size of both the file is same, 183574 bytes. Here is 183574 bytes. So this is how we can copy the files. Similarly, say for the example, I don't need this file. I had just created it for the testing purpose. I want to delete it. So for that, the command is delete file, del. So delete and then give the file name. So file was what? try2.pdf. The moment you will give del try2.pdf, that file will be deleted. You see here the file has been deleted. Give the dir command and see that this time try2 file is not appearing in the listing of the file. So this is how we can create a file, we can delete a file, we can copy a file. Using these commands, we can work in the command prompt as well. Now I will see I will show you a very important command which is known as sysinfo. Using the sysinfo command, you can see the complete information about your system. So what is the operating system, which kind of processor you are using, which kind of systems, which kind of other components are there. So all such kind of information related to your systems are displayed, and that will help you for the diagnostic purpose as well as for knowing your systems in a better way. So just give here system info command is there. The moment you will write system info and click, you see here the details which are appearing. So loading the systems, and you see lot of systems informations are displayed. You see here what is the OS name. OS name is Microsoft Windows 11 Professional. OS version. So all such kind of information you see here. System model, which is the system HP Pro 1440 all-in-one desktop. So about your system, about your operating system, and about your virtual memory size, about your division. So all such kind of information are displayed over here, and these can help you in diagnosing for the diagnostic purposes as well as for knowing your systems in a better way. If you want to clear all the information which is appearing on the system, you simply give the CLS command. The moment you will give CLS command, all the things, all the screen will be clear. Now another very important command which is used for diagnostic purpose as well is known as ipconfig. So just write down here ipconfig. The moment you will write ipconfig, you see here what kind of informations appear. So it will give you all the configuration related file related to your networking basically. So you see here IP address is giving 192.168.145.1 default gateway. So all such kind of things are displayed using the IP config. So it is giving you IP related, internet protocol related configuration of your system. So all such informations are displayed from your system in the screen. So this will help you to know about the network setting related options. So say for example, if you are interested what is the IP address of my system, so simply give the ipconfig command. It will give you the IP address, the default gateway, and related informations on your screen. Now, after knowing how we can work in the command prompt of the Windows operating system, we will discuss how we can work in the terminal window, that is known as command prompt of Windows is known as terminal window. So, how we can work in the terminal window of the Ubuntu operating system. So, for that I am going to Ubuntu operating system. You will have to give the login and password. The moment you will give the login and password, it will allow you to come to this window. From here you go to the show application command, and from show application you see here a terminal options appear. Terminal option, this is known as terminal option. The command prompt is known as terminal options over here. So, the moment you will click terminal option, it will bring you back to the black window where you can see right now we are in this directory. So, here also we can see the directory listing, in which directory you are. You can change directory, go to the next directory, you can create files, and you can see all such kind of, you can make directory, you can delete directory, but for these the commands are different basically. So, here you see here, say for the example, you want to see the listing. So, for that it is ls command is there. Ls means listing, list the informations. In Windows it was dir, here in Ubuntu it is ls command. The moment you will give ls, you see here these are the files which are desktop, documents, downloads, music, these are the files. Say for the example, you want to change directory and you want to see something which in desktop or within documents. So, for example, go to cd, means change directory to desktop. You see here the path has been changed and now you are in the desktop directory or folder. So, once you will give ls command, you see what are the contents within that desktop. So, the moment you give ls, you see here test names directory. There is a directory namely test appears over here. So, say for the example, you want to go to test directory, then for that you will have to cd and then go to test. So, it will bring you to the set. You just see the path over here. Right now we are in the root text desktop and in the test directory. What are the contents, what are the files, what are the directories which are there? For that, simply give the ls command, see the ls, and you see here test file.txt name file is there within the test directory. If you want to see the content of this file, for that again, and there is a cat command. So, give the cat test file.txt. It will show you the content of that file, that is test file.txt. So, you see here welcome a student in the Ubuntu session. So, this was the content which is written in the test file. So, this is how we can create say for example, you want to create a directory, a new directory. Say for example, under test we want to create another directory. So, how we can make directory over here? So, for that there is a command mkdir and give the name test2 or new directory. Say for example, I am writing new dir or directory, whatever you want to say. So, give this command, okay, and a new directory has been created within the test directory, fine. So, give the ls command and you see in ls command a new directory is there, another file which was there test file.txt. It was from the previous session, it is there already. So, a new directory has been created. If you want to go to that directory, again go to cd, change directory to new directory. It will bring you to the new directory. So, if you want to see the content by using ls command, give the ls command, you see there is nothing in that directory because this simple directory I have not put anything over here. Now, we want to go back to the test directory, then again cd double dot, it will bring you one level back. So, it will bring you to the test directory. See the content over here, ls command, you see here new directory is there and test file is there. Say for the example, I want to remove this directory. I no longer require this directory. How to remove it? So, for that command is there, rmdir, remove directory and new directory. The moment you will give this command, that directory will be removed. Give the ls command to check. You see here, now the new directory is not appearing in the listing, only test file.txt file is there. So, this is how we can create a new directory, how can delete directories, how can create a file. Say for example, I want to create another file in the test directory. Say for example, another file, simple file, text file I want to create it. For that there is a command, cat command, give the pipeline option and give the file name. So, say for example, I want to give the file name test2. test2.txt, and I want to write the content. I welcome all of you in terminal window session of Ubuntu. So for that I am writing these things over here. So this is the content of this file. The moment you will press Ctrl C, that file will be saved. Give the ls command to see the listing. You see here test2 appears over here, test2.txt file that you have created. If you want to see what is the content of that file, for that you will have to write this time cat and simply give the file name without the pipeline option or greater than option. So test2.txt. The moment you will write text2.txt, you see here, I welcome all of you in the terminal window session of Ubuntu. So this is how we can work with the Ubuntu system in the terminal window. There is a very useful command which is known as sometime you don't know in which directory we are. So for that you simply give the pwd command, present working directory. It will show you the path, complete path. So you are home, CSD, you have in the desktop directory. In the desktop you are in the test directory, and within the test directory you can see the things over there. So these are some of the commands which are very useful in Ubuntu. There is very useful command as well in Ubuntu is known as clear command. Say for example, if you want to clear the screen, it is not CLS but it is clear in this case. So the moment you will say clear, the screen will be cleared. Okay students, so say for example, currently we are in the test directory which is within desktop. You just give the ls command to see the contents of this directory. Give the ls command and you see that there are two files, test2.txt and test file. Say for example, I want to copy this test2 file, test2.txt from this test directory, and I want to put it in the desktop directory, which is just one level down in the desktop directory. How we can do it? So we'll give the cp means copy command. Which file? Test2.txt. This is the file to be copied, and where copy you will have to give the destination. So destination is root, and the root it is desktop directory, and in the reso, if you want to give some name, you can give the file to which name you want to copy. So I just want to name the test2 file as test3.txt, and I want to put it within which directory? Desktop directory. So give the enter. The moment you will give the enter command, you see here you will have to go to the change directory one level down. So now we are in the desktop directory. Give the ls command. In the desktop directory, you see here there is a directory known as test and another file which you have copied with the name test3.txt. If you want to see the content, for seeing the content, give the cat test3.txt. The content, the same content will be delivered. I welcome all of you in the terminal window session of the Ubuntu. This was the content which is similar to test2.txt. I am showing you. Go to cd command, cd, and then go to the test directory. In the test directory, you see ls command. You see test2 file is there. Cat test2.txt. The same content is there. So this is how we can copy the file. Next thing is there, move. If you want to move a file, same file from one directory to another directory. I'm not copying it. I am moving it from one directory to another. So say for example, currently you see what are the contents over here. You see ls command. Give the ls command to see the content. Test2.txt and test file.txt is there. I want to move this test2 file to the desktop directory. Then how we can do it? So see here, move which file? Test2.txt to which directory? To desktop directory. So I am moving test2 file to desktop directory. You see here. You see here, go to ls command. You see here, now the test2 file is no more in the test directory. It has been moved from here to which directory? It has gone to desktop directory. Go to desktop directory. How to change the directory? So cd double dot will bring you one level down. One level down is the desktop directory. You see the contents. You see here, test is the directory. Test2 file, which was initially in the test directory, has been moved to this desktop directory, test2.txt. And another file which we had copied with another name, it is the same content as text2, is test3.txt. So this is how we can move a file from one directory to another. We can copy a file from one directory to another, or within the same directory we can copy the files. Another very important command is there, which is known as if config, if config. It is just like IP config in the command window of Windows operating system or from DOS command. So it is equivalent command is if config, if config in the Ubuntu system. So the moment you will give, it will give you all the information related to your computer. So you see here the IP address and everything is written over here in this file. You see here inet 192.160, the IP address, net masking address, broadcast address. So all such things related to your computers are displayed over here when you give the which one if config command is there. So network related informations are available. Another very important command is there, which is known as uname. So if you want to see some information about your computer, which is the operating system which is running over here, uname A for all. The moment you will give the command, you will see here it is Linux Ubuntu, Ubuntu operating system. This is the version name, generic. So everything related to your operating system which is installed in the system is displayed over here. So I mean to say, so this is some of the commands which I wish to or I wanted to discuss with you of the terminal window command. So this is all with the demonstrations of the terminal window commands of the Ubuntu operating system. So I hope you might have learned how to work in the command window of the Windows operating system, as well as command prompt of the Windows operating system, as well as in the terminal window of Ubuntu operating systems. So thank you very much.